Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're traveling to Laos, please stop and watch this video because what I'm going to tell you, you might have heard it already in various social media platforms or in Instagram reels. Now on this topic, I've done some research and I've spoken to people guys, and also I've communicated with some big YouTubers who has recently reached out to me on the similar topics. Now, what is happening is, to Laos is a country basically in Southeast Asia. It's very closer to Vietnam, Cambodia and also Thailand. And Laos is not so popular with Indians, but yes, it is popular to an extent now because a lot of reels coming out and a lot of people going to Laos from the last 1 to 2 years. Recently, from the past 1 to 2 months, to be precise around 45 days to 2 months, what has been happening is, on an Indian passport, the Laos immigration is demanding $3,000 per head. Now, $3,000 US dollars is equal to 2,62,000 rupees. Now, if you go to any country like Thailand, the requirement is you produce 10,000 baht or 20,000 baht per person, which is approximately 40-50,000, which is reasonable. Because if you go to Thailand, I'm sure someone will actually spend so much. So it's a reasonable requirement. And even if you go to countries like Sri Lanka or even if you go to countries like Europe, there is a minimum requirement which is understandable. Per day, 100 euros is what they look at. You should have in your bank balance. That's the minimum amount you have to maintain. Your bank balance should be around 2 to 5 lakhs. It is completely understandable, guys. But to country like Laos, first of all, is not so popular with Indians, and they are demanding $3,000 per head in cash when you land in the immigration in Laos. Now, a lot of Indians were deported from Laos back to Delhi and Mumbai because they didn't have a minimum balance of 3,000 US dollars at the time of immigration. Now, you might assume, okay, you can see while applying e-visa, you can see this when applying sticker visa, you already know the rules and regulations. How is this a surprise? You have not done your research properly. This is the statement even I was thinking. But when you go for e-visa, there is no line mentioned that Indian passport holders should have minimum 3,000 US dollars. This is not the rules for Pakistani passport holders or Bangladeshi passport holders. This is not the rules, guys. This rule is only for Indian passport holders. Now, you know a famous YouTuber called Ram the Traveler who has more than 1 million followers. He is in Bangkok currently and he's been in regular touch with me from the past 6 to 8 months. And he is in Bangkok currently and he went to Laos consulate to apply for sticker visa, Laos sticker visa basically. And the requirement there, they mentioned when applying sticker visa is, show me 3,000 US dollars, then I'll accept your application for sticker visa. Now, this is insanely mad and stupid because you know you're not going to spend $3,000 in Laos. The maximum budget, even if you calculate the luxury hotels that you book, for a couple or for one person, it may be around 40 to 50,000 rupees maximum. And see this Facebook post, I was reading this today, guys, which prompted me to make this video. This person on this Facebook post has clearly mentioned he was going from India to Laos via Vietnam, layover in Vietnam. And Indian airlines, well, did not give him the boarding pass because they asked him 3,000 US dollars per person. There were a couple basically, and 6,000 US dollars were asked. Upon argument and upon negotiation, it was negotiated to $1,000 to $1,500 per person needs to be shown at the boarding counters to get the boarding pass. Forget about immigration. Now, people are stopped in India itself asking for 3,000 to 4,000 US dollars, which in my opinion doesn't make sense at all. Now, what is the purpose of asking $3,000 per person for Indian passport holders when first of all your country is not so famous with Indians yet? See, it might be famous, guys, but it's not as popular as Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Dubai, Japan, China, not like these countries. And even if these countries are having some requirements, it's totally understandable. Now, what is the justification for asking 3,000 US dollars per person is something which I don't know. I was not able to find out from the Laos website. I was not able to find out from the Laos immigration. I have emailed Laos immigration. There is no response. So what is the purpose of asking 3,000 US dollars, that too only for Indian passport holders? This is something that is being extremely disappointing, because now if without knowingly, if I booked a flight from India to Laos, let's say Bangalore to Luang Prabang or Vientiane, I have a layover in Bangkok and I reach, first of all, there is no direct flights to Laos, you need to understand that. Direct flights to Cambodia and Philippines and Vietnam have recently started. I don't even think there is a direct flight to Cambodia. So at this junction or at this structure, when your country is not so famous with tourism, with Indian travelers, what is the point of asking 3,000 US dollars, guys? Now, I completely understand it's a new country, we want to visit. Laos is there in my bucket list as well. Even I want to visit Laos. I should have visited by now, but I was not able to visit. I only went to Cambodia a couple of years back. Out of the 27 countries that I visited, but $3,000 is really a requirement which is very disappointing, to say the least, guys. There is no justification. At least if there was justification on why only Indian passport holders need to submit, was there a scam or was there something that Indians did that disappointed the government there? We don't know. There is no data, there is no research, there is nothing online that's available to suggest why they're asking $3,000. Now, if you get stopped in Indian airport, maybe at that point of time you can book flight to some other country like Thailand on an immediate basis and go, and then from there you can plan for something you can do. But when you land in Laos and people at the immigration are stopping you because you don't have 3,000 US dollars with you to show, because 3,000 US dollars is an insane amount. That much bank balance, sometimes it's not even needed for Schengen visa also, guys. Trust me. Schengen visa also doesn't demand so much bank balance to be shown, right? Even Japan visa doesn't demand. Country like Laos is asking for 3,000 US dollars, that too in cash. I don't understand what's the reason. So if you know what is the reason, please do comment in the comment section. And I have been seeing a lot of Instagram reels of people being deported from Laos because they don't have a balance of 3,000 US dollars in cash. So I hope this video was very, very informative, guys. Please share this video for all your friends and family or your colleagues or classmates, schoolmates who are going to Laos, to ask them to get clarity first with the immigration, saying, do you actually need 3,000 US dollars to be shown at the immigration? I hope this video was again very, very informative. I'll catch you guys in my next video.